This video is supported by TBC Live. TBC Live is an app where you can tip NRL games as well as predict NRL games as they're happening live. You can chat with other people and content creators of rugby league. There is weekly IQ and ranked leaderboards as well as tipping competition. TBC Live has it all. Download TBC Live today. Shout out to AYMZY1 who told me to do this video 3 months ago. Here it is, the moment you have been waiting for. I am going to tell you Parramatta's best 1 to 17 in my opinion to start the 2025 season. There are a lot of players that could come to this side and shake it up, and Jason Ryles isn't going to be afraid to make some harsh calls. Now, there are some players I love who don't make this list. That doesn't mean that I don't still love them. I just think these are the players that is our strongest 17 going into 2025. At number 1 at fullback, I have Isaiah Iongi. He's clearly been impressing at training. He looked great in the trial. He's thrown some great passes. Looking forward to seeing more of him as a defensive fullback. I know things will take time and people will bag him in the first couple of weeks, but give him time and he is going to develop into a great Parramatta fullback, and he is my pick for number 1. At number 2, even though I know that he can't play round 1, just for the season ahead, I've got Josh Addo-Carr. I think it's a nice signing. He's been given a new lifeline in the NRL. He's still got a lot to offer. He's still got that speed about him. A bit of leadership with his time with the Melbourne Storm as well, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think Josh Addo-Carr, as soon as he is off his suspension, he'll be straight into jersey number 2. In jersey number 3, he's been there a while now. I've got Will Penasini. I love Will Penasini. I think he's a fantastic, quite underrated centre. I think his years have been up and down, but he has been very consistent even in those years where he's been a little bit down. He is looking at contract negotiations at the moment, so looking to sign long-term with the club, and I feel like he deserves that starting centre spot. In jersey number 4, I've got Zach Lomax. Now, a lot of people think Zach Lomax is coming to Parramatta and he's going to continue playing on the wing. I'm telling you now, that is not going to happen. Zach Lomax is going to become a long-time centre. He's had a big confidence year on the wing and playing his best football. He's going to play great football this year around Parramatta, and he's going to find himself in jersey number 4 and enjoy being back in his preferred position. Now, there are a couple of options for jersey number 5, including Sean Russell, Arthur Miller-Stephen, 2 great players, but I'm giving it to Bailey Simonson. Coming off his injury year, he had a really nice start to the season last year, looked good, looking like he's finding his rhythm on the wing rather than in the centres, and I've got him on the other wing with Josh Addo-Carr. Now, I don't know what is going to happen with Dylan Brown in the future, but I can tell you for 2025, he will be the Parramatta Eels number 6, so this is quite an easy one. Parramatta's number 7, Mitchell Moses, will be back as the long-term number 7, also the captain of the Parramatta Eels this year, which is quite exciting. Now, part of me wants Parramatta to have sort of a young forward pack going forward, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think there's going to be some experience. In jersey number 8, I've got Joe Ofahengawi. I like what I've seen in his time at Parramatta. I think he's getting into the back end of his career, but right now he's still playing good enough football to be starting, so I've got Joe Ofahengawi. Number 9, I've got Brendan Hands. We obviously got Brendan Hands from Penrith for a reason. We see a future with him. We've stuck by this double rotation hooker that just hasn't worked in my opinion. And I think we've shown now that Brendan Hands is a better starting hooker than Joey Lussick. So I'm going to say that in his 3rd year at Parramatta, getting better and being able to adapt to the minutes just that little bit more, that Brendan Hands is the Parramatta starting hooker. Number 10, I've got Junior Barlow. Now, Junior hasn't been at his best in the last 2 seasons. He's been okay, but nothing amazing. He's obviously dropped from the Origin arena. But Junior's had a big pre-season. He's lost some weight, which is very exciting for Junior. And I believe that he will find himself in the starting spot. He was wearing jersey 10, coming off the bench a lot in 2024. However, this year, I think that he is a starter and gets back jersey number 10 and plays some of his best football in a long time. Number 11, I've got Kelma Talagi. Really like what I saw from Kelma in the 2024 season. A very strong back rower, deserves a starting spot. I think he pretty much started all the games he could in 2024, and I expect him to get a jersey, which is going to be jersey number 11 in my opinion, in 2025. Number 12 is an interesting one, but I've got Ryan Madison. Now, Madison can play lock. He can definitely play off the bench, or you could overlook him in this side with some quality players coming through. But in my opinion, Madison still provides a lot of experience and depth on that edge. I think he does play a good role in the middle, but I would have him starting in jersey number 12, and you'll see why when I get to the rotations. 13, I've got Jermaine Hopgood. These rumours of Jermaine Hopgood moving to the middle are bullshit for mine. He is our starting lock. He's going to be our starting lock for a number of years. Jermaine Hopgood, jersey 13. End of story. Now, as much as I loved what I saw from Riley Smith in the trials, and I know that he wants a crack at first grade, in jersey number 14, I am taking Joash Papali'i. He has been so impressive at training. He's had a great trial. He has been with the Bulldogs for a number of years, hasn't gotten that opportunity, and I feel like he can take off a bench spot and play in a bunch of different positions throughout the back line, at hooker. Probably could play in a little bit of lock as well. I think Joash Papali'i would be a great choice for the 14 jersey. Now, I know there's a lot of people overlooking this bloke, but in jersey number 15, I would have Sean Lane. Now, Sean Lane has had some fantastic season in his NRL. He has taken a little bit of a step back lately, but he's still a very good performer. Now, Sean Lane can move into a middle role, as we saw Trent Barrett sort of do last year, as well as playing on an edge. And I think Sean Lane looks really good in the middle. So for mine, I would have, Junior Polo or Joe Ofahengawi come off the field and Sean Lane playing a stint in the middle from jersey number 15. Jersey number 16, I've got our new recruit who has joined our leadership team, Jack Williams. He's been at the Sharks for a number of years and honestly hasn't really started, normally comes off the bench, and I could see a world where he starts, but I feel like Ryan Madison starts in jersey 12. When Madison comes off, Jack Williams goes into the second row with Kelma Talagi. A nice little combination there, but I think he's going to do more off the bench. So I do have Jack Williams in my side, in my best 17. I just don't know if he starts though. And finishing off the Parramatta Eels number 17, I've got Charlie Geimer. I think he really impressed me in the 2024 season. He's had a pre-season under the belt with the boys too. He looked really good in the middle, so he will be one of those middle rotations, probably with Sean Lane for mine. It'll be interesting. I've obviously overlooked a lot of players here. I've overlooked Bryce Cartwright. I've overlooked Woodamoo Greg. I've overlooked Sean Russell. I love what they've done for the Parramatta team, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are some changes to the team that I have lined up. But just for the year and what I'm looking at and the play style that this team is going down under new coach Jason Ryle with the new acquisitions, this is my predicted Parramatta Eels 1-17. So guys, let me know your Parramatta 1-17 in the comment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, at 5,000 subscribers, I will be giving away an NRL membership. At the start of the video, you saw my promo for TBC Live. Make sure you join my TBC Live tipping comp. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.